more joinees, or is there all right? I mean, is it all right if we start?
Ma'am, so I think we can start. If anybody wants to join, they will join in and then they can probably access the recording for anything that they would have missed.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Once again, I welcome you all for this orientation session for School of Banking and Finance. I am escorted with my fellow colleague, Mr. Satyabrata Das, and talking about today's presentation, it will be divided into two parts. The very first part will be telling you all about the basic resources and services, how to go about it, how to access it, and yes, how to connect with all these resources remotely. However, we will be also talking all about accessing the print resources, or talk even the access to the electronic resources and so on, wherein my colleague Mr. Satya is going to majorly focus on all the databases, I mean, whether in subscribed or licensed or under open access. So, which is actually beneficial for you as in a representative or learner of a school for business and banking and finance. So, without taking any more time, I would like to share my presentation and would like any one of you to just give me a confirmation that whether my screen is visible or not.
Yes, ma'am, your screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Thank you so much. Further on, I also wish to add that please, in between, wherever you feel that I'm little fast or either of us is fast or slow, so please just stop us right away so that you don't miss on to any of the important things which we really wish to share with you, and then hence you are not stuck anywhere in between. Parallelly, I also want you, the moment we'll start with working live on different databases, so I really want you to parallelly switch over to your laptop and do the needful accordingly. I mean, follow the steps, the guidance which we are trying to pass on to you. So you can also do it in the similar way, following the steps which are given which are shared during the presentation. So moving on to the very first part of the presentation, that is right here, accessing the physical library and knowing all the physical spaces that is there in the physical library. We are here at the entrance of the global library, right on the third floor. As per the elevator, however, it is the second floor. We are at the entrance of the global library. Talking in terms of resources, we have we have close to 64,533 print books, 4.6 lakh ebooks available on different platforms, more than 800 multimedia collection, 13,741 subscribed journal, which includes newspapers, court judgments, case studies, course material, and a lot more for you to explore. As I've told you, we are in T2 block, 10,000 square meter of space, yes, on second floor, and also on the ground floor an extension of the main library as in form of reference library is also there on the ground floor. Adhering to all high quality standards, we say that yes, all the services of global library, almost all the services of global library are self-operated with wherein or automated, wherein it does not require any human interference or any intervenes from the staff of the library and so on. So right on your screen, we are right there in on the floor map of the global library, right? So as you can see on the third floor, we are spread all across in all different wings, starting from east, west, north, and south. Yes, in the central wing as well, and also on the ground floor. We are going to begin from your journey from the south block and also in the following up in the west block and so on. When we talk about the south wing, I am indicating towards these brown icons, which are the bookshelves, right? Embracing the new normal, what we have done is we have shifted most of our print collection in South Wing and in the West Wing, creating more reading spaces in other wings, as you can see in East Wing, in North Wing, and also in the central block of the Global Library. I'll be coming on to each block individually. However, it is for you to understand each block in detail. Yes, in the South Wing, you as a user can check out the library material available on online public access catalog. I'll be talking on to online public access catalog in detail once we get on to the library website. The Before I move on, this green indicator right on your screen directs you towards the south block. The south block, the entrance of the south block looks like this, wherein on the left you can see all the shelves have been lined up, and on the right side of the screen there's a service desk right next to it, wherever the kiosk is not visible. In the following slide you will be able to see. But then on all these bookshelves, all the books are arranged following a classification scheme known as Dewey Decimal Classification Scheme, starting from 000, extended till 999. All the books on the shelves carry a call number referring to which books can be easily located following the bookshelf labels, which is visible right on your screen with the red indicator. Hence, the directional signage which you must have observed on the entrance, it is there on each section, supports you to reach up to the desired subject section, right? So, availing the borrowing privileges, a borrower uses self-check-in checkout kiosk through which he or she can borrow multiple books at a time using his student ID card, following the directions and messages on the screen. Collect the checkout slip, keep a note of due date, sign the slip, and leave it with the security guard. And you will be receiving an email notification or an SMS or a SMS notification on the registered email ID and phone number henceforth. So this is right there on your screen, yellow and blue kiosk, which is, wherein you can, here you can scan your student ID card once it is registered with the service, with the library, and then you are able to borrow the books in, in multiple numbers. That is, at a time you can borrow at 4-5 books at one go. Here on your screen are the borrowing privileges. The more details of it, you can refer to the library website, following up the rules and regulations which we have mentioned right under the tab about the library. However, just to give you an idea, for the bachelor's program, you are entitled to borrow 5 books for 30 days, and master's program, it is 8 books for 30 days again. You can also borrow multimedia collection. As I've already mentioned, we have a good collection of multimedia items as well. However, at any point of time you feel that you wish to extend the loan duration, or you wish to increase the number of books which you want to borrow, you can always do that. Please feel free to connect with the staff on duty or the service techs in charge right there, or that is in the case when you are present physically in the library, or else you can always write back to us for asking for a print copy of one of the book, and we'll be happy to help you in that case. I'll be coming on to that also separately. However, I'll be moving on to the third column right next to it, that is textbook loan items, which says that all the textbooks can be borrowed for one whole semester at a nominal fee to it. By paying an additional nominal fee to it, you can borrow a textbook for one whole semester. However, the textbook section is right there in the west wing towards the end. You can see the directional signage right at the entrance guides you to the subject sections right across. These all subject guides, subjects can be identified through the call number, and referring to the call number. Now, from where are you going to pick up the call number? The call number can be referred or checked on to or browsed through the online public access catalog, which we are certainly going to talk in detail. However, coming back onto the textbook collection, yes, there, as per the number of students, library might not have a copy, or which is, individually available for all the students. We won't be able to meet the requirement for all the students in form of textbook. However, we try to serve you on first come first serve basis. Hence, whenever you come across through the library catalog that yes, the book is available, and then what you can do is either you can visit the library and get a book issued. That is one option, or else what you can do is you can just send a request on a common ID, which I'll be sharing once we get on to all that. So writing to us will help us to keep that copy in reserve for you, and hence once you are there in the library, you can come, you can borrow the book by paying the nominal fee to it, or else what you can do is, in case if it is an extreme situation, in case if you are not able to come to the library, visit the library, however you are at a remote location. So considering that, what we you please write to us. We will be happy to help you. We'll try to share that particular textbook with you or that particular book with you and through courier. So all these details, can be, marked to one of the common email ID, which you can always write to us. I'm just sharing in the chat box. That is glus@jgu.edu.in. So sharing this email ID in the chat box is only for you to, keep a note of it always, and because it this particular email ID is one common ID which you can always, have with you, and wherever, whenever you feel like that, yes, you are stuck with any of the resource or any of the service, please feel free to write to us. We'll be happy to help you. This GLUS are the initials for Global Library User Services. All right. So once again, any query to be marked on glus@jgu.edu.in. So moving on, as I've told you, we have created more reading space and different sections of the Global Library. You are right here in Global Reading Hall, which is also known as the Flag Room. This is one of the silent zone where you can enjoy reading 24/7. However, moving on to the central block of the library, you will be able to get collection, which is something like law report, back volume journals, Haryana collection, thin material, children collection, and also certain teaching, digital teaching and research aids. The users may borrow Kindle devices with headphones available in the central library for the purpose of reference only, and can be referred only in the central library itself, nowhere outside. By depositing your student ID with the service tax in charge, you can borrow the Kindle device along with the headphone once your referencing is done, and then probably you can return it and you can collect back your student ID. Moving on to the reference library, we are right there on the ground floor, wherein you, in this particular section, you'll get, um, certain Supreme Court judgments, assembly debates, Hallsbury law, and other reference books, including encyclopedias, dictionaries, current print journals and magazines, faculty publication, and also new arrival display can be referred in this particular section. JGU, as an equal opportunity institution, is also committed to facilitate inclusive education. With this aim, a dedicated section, Abhigamya, is also a part of reference library for the people with disability. Moving on to the next slide, we have, certain list of teaching and research aids which are available in the central block of the library in different terminals right over there. So which you can anytime, come and have an access to it. However, in case if you feel like that, yes, these all, research aids need to be referred by you through a remote access also. So please feel free to write to us. We'll be happy to help you in that context as well. So moving on, without taking any more time, I would like you to join in and click on to library.jgu.edu.in. That is the library website. Allow me to switch over to the library website. I am just sharing the website address on the chat box again for you to make a note and get onto that so that we can parallelly work on it. So you can reach through googling out global library JGU, or it is the address, website address is pretty much simple. That is library www.jgu.edu.in, and you are right there landing on the homepage of the Global Library. I'm right here on the homepage of the Global Library onto this particular screen. As you can see on the right, we have embedded a short video which is the virtual walkthrough. I insist upon each one of you who is attending this particular session can please do view it at least for once, because by going through, by watching this particular video, you'll be getting that particular feel that how the physical library actually looks like and what all is there in the physical library, I mean in the different sections of the library to offer you as a user, right? So before I move forward, just wanted to confirm that I hope the flow I am going with is perfectly all right. I'm not too fast, I'm not too slow. I hope I'm going on smoothly. Anyone who can confirm, or maybe you can just simply raise your hand, will work for me. Anyone? Great. All right. Thank you, Anshul. Thank you, Sarabjit. And also, alongside, just a recap of what we have done till now. For how many days a journal book can be issued to you all, I mean, as a user? Anyone? Quickly. Sorry, I didn't get you. Tanya?
30 days.
Great. And a textbook again? A textbook, dear?
I
Anyone?
forgot.
That is for one whole semester. You can
think
borrow
it's
a
for a
textbook.
semester.
No, it's yeah. Don't think. I mean, it is for one whole semester by paying an additional fee to it. So that's kind of very nominal fee to it. So again, first come first serve basis, and then hence so on. So coming right on to the website of the Global Library, onto the left, as you can see, there's a running, hot selling cake, which we say these days is the course material. I'll be coming in detail all about it. However, the quick links are the direct links to the different resources, the services which we have right away. So right on the horizontal bar, the very first bar which we have right here, all the related information about the library's resources or services, or maybe, just talking about the research and publication and so on, are right there, which are pretty much self-explanatory. So which is not going to take a lot of time of yours, wherein I again insist upon that please do, go onto each and every individual tab so that you get to know your library, and then once you are trying to access any of the resource, whether it is in print form or in electronic form, so you know how to explore it to an extent, right? So I'm not going to waste my I'm not going to take my time in detailing all these things, and then I'll be straight away taking you to the online public access catalog right away. By clicking onto this, you will be landing onto a page like this, which is right out here. On the screen, you can see the new arrivals are listed right here, and also alongside with the new arrivals, what you can do is, when this search bar will help you to, to know the complete collection, how, by simply running a keyword search, or maybe, a search, I'm sorry, a search running by author, or maybe title or subject or a call number, and so on. So just taking an example, let's say I'm just taking a quick example of theory of valuation. Maybe I just try to pick up a keyword, sorry, from which is, closely related to your school, and the list which is going to appear on your screen will be, reflecting the results based on these keywords, because I'm just simply running a quick search all across the library catalog right here with the keywords theory of valuation. Right on your screen, you can see I have a list of, print books also. And then henceforth, what you can do is, the moment you click onto this, the book, as you can see alongside the bibliographical details, it also give me as a user to understand that yes, this particular item is available on loan with a call number like this. Hence, as I mentioned in the presentation, in the slides, PowerPoint slides, initially, that each book carries a call number. So that means that clearly indicates that whichever book is cataloged with the global library. So that is a part of our collection with one of the call number, which is given based on the classification scheme. Hence, for a book name titled as Corporate Valuation Modeling, a step-by-step guide, it's under a section 332.632042, which is, these all the classification are arranged on the shelf numerically and then hence alphabetically. Referring to this number, you will reach up to a section wherein 332 is written right on the bookshelf label towards the each section that is there, and then going up to that, following the alphabetical listing, and then you're right there onto the book, browse the book, pick up the book if it is available, and then you can come back to the kiosk, scan your iCard and get the book issued, collect the checkout slip, sign it, give it to the card, and you'll receive the system generated reminder onto with all the details when the book is due and what all is there in the message, as in for you to keep a note of it, right? So we were talking about presently we are talking about the print collection. How about the electronic collection, which is extensively in use these days? So this particular page, which is known as online public access catalog, helps you as a user to have an access to the e-library right away. In case with the same keywords, that is theory of valuation, you wish to explore the e-library as well. So herein, checking onto the left panel, you can narrow down your search by simply clicking onto the e-library, and the results which will be available on your screen will be reflecting only for the books which are available in the electronic form, which are cataloged with the global library. I am insisting, on the word catalog process again and again, because there might be a possibility that all the platforms which offer a support for electronic books may not be cataloged in this particular catalog, but we try to give you that particular support by cataloging major of the chunk of electronic book right here, so that you can run a quick search in both the collection, that is in print form also, in electronic form also, and then you are able to have an access to it. But again, I insist upon that yes, there might be a possibility that there are certain books which might not be cataloged here, but then are available on different platforms, and I'll be coming on to that also individually, how you can access those books as well. However, my colleague Mr. Satya is also going to talk about it, what is there on different platform, what all you can have an access to it. Hence, as you can see right here, it tells me the material type is a book, which is the format which is available in electronic format. And then how will I access it? You have to click here to access this particular book online. I am presently working on campus, so hence it is not prompting me for any of the access restriction to it. However, when you will try to access it, you have to connect through remote access, wherein I'm coming on to that as well. So till here, I am very clear onto how you can narrow down your search by searching, opting from, different search terms, search queries, and then probably running a quick search right in this search bar, and then you can, get a hold of the collection which we have in global library, whether it is in print form or in electronic form. I hope till here I'm clear, so that I can simply move on to the remote access. Please, you need to quickly give me an answer by simply, either unmute yourself or simply raise your hand. Great. Thank you, Sarabjit, again. Only you are the one who is attentive, or I'm that boring? I mean, I just want to understand through others as well. Each one of you can raise your hand simply. I'm not asking you to do something big. Great. Thank you so much. Okay. So coming right here, right under the quick link, third last option, that is remote access policy. If you click onto this, that gives you, takes you to a page like this, wherein all the information, how to access the resources remotely, are given in detail. Kindly just go through it. Just to make it simpler, I, log in through remote log to access the electronic resources remotely. Kindly click here. Once you click onto this page is going to, this link is going to direct to a page wherein all the digital resources can be accessed, which are, available with Global Library. The licensed resources I'm in particular talking about can be, accessed through this remote access option. So this is kind of a bridge which is being built up for in between you and the library to help you with all the subscribed resources which we as a library are trying to offer you, right? So right there on your screen, you can see the right corner top side button is there which says login. If you click onto this, if you, it is the page which is going to prompt you to select the login type. In case if you are a first time user, you have to register yourself for this particular page by giving in your complete ID. As in you as a student, maybe you have to give let's say if I am a student which has been enrolled this year only, so probably I'll be having my ID as 21 JSBF underscore R Nagpal or Ritu Nagpal at the rate jgu.edu.in. So henceforth my ID becomes the full ID. I have to register, and then henceforth the platform is going to store in it and then never prompts me again to register again. So since I'm already registered, I'll be opting for either of the login type, and then I'm right there with this, and I'm here to explore all the databases which are subscribed by Global Library on my screen. By simply clicking on to any of it, let's say if I want to explore the Cambridge journals, so I'll simply click onto that. This platform is going to direct me to the resource which I'm actually looking for. That is, I'm right there onto Cambridge core collection, right? In the similar manner, if I come back to the list right here, and if I click onto any other resource, let's say Oxford journals, so I'm right there. Since I'm logged in, it is not prompting me to log in again. But then please make sure every platform has a different access pattern. However, when you see this way somewhere, on the platform, it is written OP General Global University. That indicates that you have access through this particular resource via your own university, because this particular resource has been subscribed by your university. Hence, you as a member of JGU, you have full access to it, right? So coming on to this particular remote access page, we have tried, segregating the different databases through subject wise also. This is the alphabetical list right here, which says all databases which are alphabetically arranged. Then we have subject-wise databases also right on your screen. We are going to talk about business databases. However, I'm not going to touch on to this. But then, yes, access to it, I've made it clear. However, as I've told you, the every database has a different access pattern. Again, my colleague, Mr. Satya, is going to talk about it in detail so that, you try to get a better understanding onto that. Right below that, we have ebooks right on your screen. Again, you can access all these ebooks through remote access again, or the individual journals or magazines which you are looking for, that also. Probably, yes, we also have certain, resources on trial access, and from you as a student, we sometimes, share a survey form and then, ask for your opinion also, whether we should go for the subscription and so on. And hence it is always there. So probably you can have a quick look to it. Moving on to the bottom last tab, that is again Global Library Catalog. And once you click onto this, you will be again landing onto the page like this. One thing I want to add up right here, once you're right here on this home page, if it is not loading. Just give me 1 minute. I'll just refresh this page. And once you're there on this home page, as the title says, it is open access public. It is open. 1 minute. This page is not loading. I'm Satya, is it the same for you also? It is why this I wanted to talk about login credentials here and it is not showing me. Satya, you there?
So yeah, it's already logged in, so you have to log out. You can see there. Yes.
Oh yes. Okay. Sorry. So just to correct myself, I am right here as the title says online public access catalog. So since I'm already logged in, it is not showing me the two bars, which is generally there the moment you as a first time user is going to log on to that, and you'll get to see that two bars are there asking for your login credential right here on your screen, right on top of library hours. If click on if you check onto your this particular screen, it will be visible on the right side. But then since it says that it is online public access catalog, hence to run a quick search onto this for these the way I have done, it is not required for you as a user or you I mean as an explorer to who wishes to explore the collection of JGO Global Library need to have the credentials right away, and then only you will be able to have an access to it. Since the name already it signifies that yes, it is right there on my screen, as you can see. Since the name already signifies that it is public access catalog, hence no credential or password is initially required for you to quickly run a search and to know and to check out whether the book is available or not. I mean, with this particular keyword or with this particular title or with this particular author and so on. So in case, the role of your these login credential is only required in terms when you need to check on to your circulation history, or probably you wish to, create your own reading list sometime. So probably things like that, you can explore through using these credentials. However, just to run a search for accessing the catalog or just to quickly just to identify whether the book is available in the library or not. So this is the best way you can do, but again, no credentials are required to explore this particular catalog. All right, so coming right here on the homepage of the global library, till here just a quick confirmation from each one of you this time. I hope I am clear how to connect with the resources remotely. Raise your hand quickly. Oh, this time Sanya, you were first. Great, great. Thank you so much. Again, only two hands were raised. No, none other than that. I mean, what? I mean, you're not able to interpret what we are actually trying to convey, or I mean, it is just okay with it. I mean, anyone, any review, any opinion onto that? Any suggestions? Probably I'll try to, incorporate that as well right away. Yeah? No one? Great. No more time waste. Anyways, I'll come back to the homepage of the Global Library. As I've told you, we have a hot selling cake as in form of course material. Once you click on to this, so we are right here on the list of the different schools which we have here, and then this particular link will direct me to a collection of textbooks and other reading material which your instructors have requested library to make it available whether in print form or in electronic form. And probably you can have a quick access to it instead running all across on different platforms. What we have tried doing is that by clicking onto the name of your course, you can simply just go on to the the readings which your instructor has requested library to make an arrangement to it. Probably right on your screen, we have a quick suggestion for this particular course, Environmental Accounting for Business, that is from Professor Megakshi Das. She has suggested certain main readings, and the details of the two titles are right there on your screen, as in contemporary environmental accounting issues and so on is right there, and next to it the link to it. How can you access to it? And also, if I move on to empirical projects in finance, probably by Dr. Sudipta Singh, he has also mentioned as a certain main reading, and then there is only one which is right there, and the message prompts us as in print book is on order. As you can see in these two examples, there are two books right here which can be accessed through remote access, and then this is the book which is this professor has requested, but then it is again in available in printed format. So now this clearly tells you that the book suggested by Dr. Sudipta Singh, which is a main textbook, main reading, named as titled as Introductory Econometrics, is a book which is available in print form, and it has been placed on an order has been placed. The moment we receive a book, we are going to give you a link right here for the catalog. Maybe let me just check if I can show you. Yes, as you can see, it is right here by Professor Ayushi Bell. There is a book called Company Law. And a print copy of that particular book is available in the library, and if I click onto this, I'll be landing onto the catalog page of this particular resource, and you can see the details of this particular resource is right there on the screen. Beyond that, what you can see is, as it is mentioned that it is a textbook, and the two copies of the textbook, as in item type says that it is a textbook, and the two copies are right available, because the status tells me as a user, if I want to check up on this Koha page, in the catalog page, it tells me that yes, these two books are available. What I'll do is I'll go up to 346 the shelf, and I'll browse the shelf with SIC, and I'll pick up the book, come back to kiosk, scan my ID, and I'll get the book issued following the different messages on the screen. However, again, to remind you, this particular policy works on first come first serve basis. But again, just to give you a comfort onto this also, in case if you feel that, first is that yes, we all want that yes, you should have a copy of your own textbook with you. However, still, due to extreme circumstances, due to some emergency or some reason, you're not able to get the textbook which has been requested by your instructor for you to read it for this particular course. Hence, you can always, write to the library to make it available for you, probably by, just sharing a recommendation request to us or requesting us to increase the number of copies. And then what we will try to accommodate your request as early as possible. But underline these words, your request has to be enrooted through your instructor, as it gives a lot of weightage to your request, so that and also helps us to process your request in a quicker way, right? We are not saying that we are trying to ignore you in that context, since you are just a student, but then we are just trying to add up a kind of a support to your request, wherein it comes to us to take a prompt action onto that. Hence, this is the only thing. Say, in case you wish to borrow this particular book, I again remind you, first come first serve basis. So the moment you get to know about it, either you visit the library in person, or please write to us again the common email ID, that is glus@jgu.edu.in. And in case if you feel like yes, we need to increase the number of copies, you wish to increase the number of copies, again you can always mark a request at glus@jgu.edu.in. And hence I'm all clear how to access a print book through the course material. I'll again come back to the remote access, which we were trying to start with this particular example, which we took for the first, that is from Professor Mikakshi. She has given suggestion for two main readings. Right on your screen, as you can see, we have a link which directs us to the remote access. So if I click onto this particular remote access, this particular link is going to take me right where the resource actually lands up. So I'm right there on the resource page. Either I can pick up the details of PDF full text, or else I can check up the table of contents one by one. Let's say if I want to read the first chapter, I'll click onto that. The chapter is right there on my screen. Either I can download individual section one by one by checking onto the options on the left of my screen, as you can see, the download button is right there, or else I can simply, use the this particular chapter online and read it and explore it to an extent by, availing all these options for the PDF document, which is right there on my screen, right? So coming back onto the course material page, in case if out of these all options, whether the book is available in print form or whether the book is available through remote access or whether the book is in already been placed order for. So in case other than this, in case if you have anything in additional to write, you can always mark your request or your query on libraryacquisitions@jgu.edu.in. Right away, it is right there in your chat box again. Please make a note of it. These IDs are really going to help you. However, I'm going to take you right there where these all IDs are available. So till here, I'm sure that you're pretty much clear all about how to access the catalog, online public access catalog, the course material page, how to connect with the resources through remote access. Yes, no, confirm me quickly. Each one of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, great. Thank you so much. All right. So herein, I'll come back to one important resource right here, right on the top, right under quick links is digital resources. If you click onto this is again another list which is going to appear. Do you really think that this is another list? No. The list which we had on the remote access page, that is for all the databases, alphabetically arranged. Similar to it, we also have the same list right here, all databases listed right on your screen, alphabetically arranged. But to an addition to it, we have a few more things right here. So what it is and how this particular list is little different from the list which we just saw on the remote access page, which is right here. It is nothing different. These both the list which you can see on screen are the list of the digital resources subscribed by Global Library. But these are two similar lists. But the only difference to it is we have three different links right here. These three different links are, the first link is for having an access when you are in campus. If you click onto this, you can have an access to this particular resource when when you are in the same IP, right? So this option is can be explored when you are there in campus. However, remote access can be explored once you are, when you want to explore the resources remotely. I mean, not in campus, beyond the campus. In case if you wish to explore the resources, it is right there. Click on to remote access, and you are right there. However, advisable would be connect in first go on this, come on to land on to this particular page by logging into this particular page and access the resources when you are trying to access the resources remotely through this particular page. However, I'm still not very sure that what is this ACE analyzer or what is this Cambridge journal, how does it support my research, what all is there. So this info link is a savior to me, to my query right away, because it gives me all the related information in terms of description, in terms of how to access, in terms of coverage, whether what type of material I'm going to get on this particular platform, or else which all subject categories this particular platform caters to, as in, whether I'm going in the right direction on this particular platform for running a quick search onto that. All right. Again, if I go back on to, let's say if I want to know more about this Ebsco Business Source Premier, so, the coverage right here, how to access, and all that is right here. So I'm coming back onto this particular digital resource page. Onto my left side of the screen, I have ebooks also listed separately. So it is right there, along with, the remote access. I have the info link right here, which again, if I click onto this info link, it gives me the complete detailed information, as in the description, campus wise, or I mean the options I can avail for for accessing these resources, talking about the type of coverage or the type of material, the subject coverage, and also talking about the personalized features or maybe the user guide or maybe the trainings or whatsoever we have. So and so on. You can see right here on your screen with this info link. Once you click onto this info link all through on this library website, you can have an access to the resources, you can understand the resources in detail, and then get a better hold of each of the resource right away, right? So other than this, if you want to know more, about these resources and so on, probably this help menu will be a great escape to it, a great, kind of a key to it, not escape, but yes, a key to it, in a way that yes, the different emails and telephone numbers, or maybe, referring to FAQs will be a great help, or maybe, quickly jumping onto this user guide. Why I wanted to show you this, because, you will get, certain, help guides, the step-by-step guides also right here on this particular platform, which, helps you to, how you'll be able to get connected with the resource which you are trying to use. Now, for the course, for your school in particular, there are a couple of books which are, related to Pearson platform and also to McGraw-Hill platform. So as I mentioned, each platform has a different access pattern. So sometimes when you're trying to have an access, although we try to give all the steps right away for you to have a smooth sail all across, but then in case again, if you are stuck, please do not hesitate. Please do refer to these step-by-step guides right here, and it will be a great, great, great support for you as a learner, right? Other than this, if you click onto this brochure, you'll get to know all the details, related to the digital library support your JGU has to offer, right? So coming back onto the home page, right on the help menu, coming at the bottom, we have live assistance. As you can see right on your screen, we have a yellow and green icon right on your screen. This, by clicking onto this icon, it is a virtual reference library services where this particular service can help you by simply, adding your name, phone number or email ID, or adding your question. You can simply, start a quick chat with either of your staff, a representative of Global Library, which can help you in real time, assisting you and guiding you with access, or maybe you're stuck with any of the passkey if you're not able to have an access to it, probably all such common queries which you wish to get resolved as quickly as possible, so in real time basically, so you can have a support onto that as well. Other than that, you can also connect with us by making an audio or a video call at by using MS Team, by calling at again glus@jgu.edu.in, and you are right there with us to so that we can help you and guide you with certain on-screen directions, and then you are right there to access and research and learn and explore whatever you are looking up to. So I hope I was able to keep up according to the time which was allotted to me, and I was able to, answer. To give you a quick understanding of the basic resources and services, what in terms your global library has to offer. So a quick, suggestions from you, or probably in case till now you have any questions or something, so probably the forum is open to you in case if you want to ask something. Otherwise, we'll move on to the second part of the presentation, wherein we are going to specifically talk all about the resources which is predominantly can be explored by you in the coming days, and so on. Anyone, any questions, or else we'll move on? All right. So I believe that I was pretty clear in while imparting the knowledge and related support in terms of the understanding required to explore the resources and services of Global Library. However, I now hand over the platform completely to my fellow colleague, Mr. Satya, So who's going to talk all about the business databases, the license databases, its coverage in terms of access, and how best you can have a good exploration all about it. So over to you, Satya.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So, hi, good evening to everyone, and a warm welcome to all the new students. This is Satya, one of the librarian in the Global Library. After the detailed overview by Madam, I believe you can understand the importance of these resources for your coursework. So in this part of the session, we will discuss about the ebook platform, some important periodicals, useful databases. We'll also understand the usefulness of these resources, and also we'll learn about the search strategies, right? So let me share my screen. Yeah. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Satya,
Right.
if you can put it in presentation mode.
Right, no problem. So I'll switch to the Chrome. So we'll start from the ebook aggregator platform. So we have subscription to Ebsco Ebook platform, ProQuest Ebook Central, and Jstor Ebook platform. So how you can access this platform? So go to the remote log page. And log in with your JGO Outlook account. And then just scroll down. And now you can see, all the ebook databases on your screen. So here you can see the Ebscohost, the ProQuest Ebook Central, and the Jstor and other publisher platform. So we'll start from the ProQuest Ebook Central. So before that, I just want to mention there are two types of ebooks. One is DRM protected ebooks and another one is DRM free ebooks. We need to understand what is DRM protected ebooks. So the ebooks, those there is controlled access. Those are called DRM protected ebooks. So there is restriction on saving and printing of these ebooks. And DRM protected ebooks can only be saved in your system for specific days. After that, the book will disappear from your system. But in case of DRM free ebooks, there is no restriction on downloading and saving. So in this platform, you will find only the DRM protected ebooks. So to access the ebooks, you need to sign in. Before that, you have to create an account. You will find the create account option here. Use your JGU email ID to create account. So once you create account, sign in to the portal and type the keyword here. So we will search financial accounting book. Now you can see there are more than 3 lakhs books on financial accounting on this portal, but we don't have subscription to all these books. So if you want to check the books which you have purchased, just click on this owned and subscribe to my library option. Now you can see we have more than 70,000 books on financial accounting. So let's say you want to download the this book, then just click this and scroll down and just click on download books, then follow the steps. Yeah, you need Adobe Digital Edition to read this book offline. So this Adobe Digital Edition is a free to use software. You can Google it and you can download in your system. I have already have this software in my system, so I completed this step. Then you have to select the loan period. For this book, I am selecting 1 day, and then just click download. And save this book. Once you open this book, it will automatically upload into your Adobe Digital Edition, and now you can read this book offline. Also, you can take printout of some pages, so that limit will be mentioned here. So for this book, you can take only 20 pages, and you can convert some pages to PDF, and that limit is 39 only. Right. So again, go back to the main page. Right. So for those books which are not readily available, you can read those books for 5 minutes. Let's say this book. Yeah. So if you click on read online, you can read this book for 5 minutes and you can decide whether you want this book or not. Once you decide, you can also raise request for this book. Just click on the request option, then fill all the necessary details and why, also mention why you need this book and then this message section, and just click on request book. So we'll get a mail for that. Then we will take our director approval. Then we will provide this book. Okay, so next we'll move to the Ebsco Ebooks. So here you will find Ebscohost Ebooks. Just click on this. Yeah, and you have to select the first option, ebooks. And just enter the keyword here. And search. Okay, just allow. So there is some technical issue. We'll refresh it. So there is some problem with the remote log page. Just allow us for 5 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. We'll enter. Yeah, now these are the books which are available through Ebsco. There are 512 books on financial accounting in Ebsco. You know, you can download all these books. There is no restriction in download for these books. So the download process is same. You have to click on full download. Then you have to create an account. Yeah, so I have already one account. Let me sign in. Yeah, so now you can download this book into your Adobe Digital Edition, and you can also select the loan period. So this book I have already downloaded. I will show you some other book. Let's say hospitality financial accounting. Click on full download. Yeah, now you can see the borrowing limit is for 365 days. So this book will be there in your Adobe Digital Edition for 1 year, whole 365 days. Right. So there is one more portal. It's Jstor Ebooks. It's very easy to search books in Jstor database. Enter the keyword, then search. And then just scroll down and select books from the left side of the screen. And you can see there are 464 books on leadership. With one click, you can download these books. Right. So let's go back to the PPT. Okay. So next we will discuss some essential magazines and newspaper that you should read regularly. So here on your screen you can see the list. We will learn how to access these resources. The first one is Harvard Business Review. This Harvard Business Review and California Management Review, these two magazines we have subscription through Ebsco portal. So how you can access this? Again, go back to the remote log page, and here select Ebsco Business Source Premier. Yeah, and then you have to select the third option, Ebscohost Research Databases. Then click on publication and you have to select the business source primer publication. And here you have to enter the magazine name, Harvard Business Review. Now you can see we have subscription to Harvard Business Review from 1922 to till date. So just click on this, and on the screen you can see all the issues on the right side of the screen, and select any issues. Now you can download these articles by clicking on this option, PDF full text, right? So like this, you can also search California Management Review on this Ebscohost platform. So the next one is EPW, it's Economic and Political Weekly. So again, go back to the remote log page, and here you can see Economic and Political Weekly. So we have IP based access to this portal, so there not any credential for this. Right. So this journal publishes an analysis of contemporary affairs and academic papers in the social science. The focus of the EPW is economic issues, but it also covers sociology, political science, history, gender and environmental studies, right? So as I said, we have campus-wide access. You can click any of the article and you can download it and you can read. So next is the Economist and the Wall Street Journal. So actually we have single user license for these two periodicals, so you can browse their website and can read some part of the articles. So if you find the article is really worth to read, then just drop a mail to us mentioning the title. We will share the complete article, right? And there is one more newspaper, it's New York Times. To access that, so go to the remote log page and then click on International New York Times. Right, so a one-time registration is required to access this paper. So you have to create account using your JGU email ID. Once you create account, then you can read the whole article. So I have already an account. Yeah. So on the home page, you can see a bunch of categorization of article based on area, right? So if you go to the more option here, you'll find a tools and services option. Here you can subscribe the any part of this newspaper. It's a kind of email subscription. So you have to just click on this plus sign, then it will add to your subscription and you will get email notification whenever there is a new article on this topic. Right? Okay, so let's go back to the slide. Okay, now we will see how this advanced search option in Ebsco works. So again, go back to the remote log page and click on Ebsco. Then again, you have to select the third option. Right. So just click on advanced search option. Now, for example, you want to see the articles on leadership in HBR. So how you can build your search? Just type the keyword here and select in which part of the article you want to see this keyword. So I want to see this leadership should be in the title, right? Then you have to select the source. So I am selecting Harvard Business Review, my source, and then just search. Right. So now you can see there are 288 articles on leadership in Harvard Business Review. Now, if you want to restrict it, if you want to see the articles which are published in last 3 years, that you can do from this left side filter option. So I am restricting it to from 2019 to 21. Yes. So now you can see there are 37 articles published in last 3 years. Let's say you want to share these articles, abstract information with your professor or with your friends. So how you can do that? So click on share, then add all these articles into the folder. You have to select this option, results. Then go up and click on folders. And select all, and you can email this reading list to your friend, or you can also save this as PDF, right? So this is a really good option. You can build your reading list and you can share that with your friends. Okay, so we will see now how to use this advanced search option in JGate. Again, go back to the remote log page and click JGate Journal Finder. Yeah, this is JGate. Here you can search articles on your topic or area of interest. You can also see the list of all subscribed journals here. So how you can do that? Click on My Library option. Then just click on Browse A to Z. So these are the journals that we have subscription. So you can see we have around 6,462 subscription of journals, right? And you can search any journals here, then you can click and you can read all the articles in that journal. And just go to the advanced search option. Then similarly, you have to enter the keyword here. It's a leadership. You can also restrict to a particular subject from the left side, right? And I'm restricting it to business, economic and management, then search. And these are the articles. You can see there are 10,000 articles on leadership. Click any of these articles and you can read the abstract. If you want to read the full article, just click on this full text option. It will take you to that site where you can read the full text, right? Okay, so go back to the PPT. Okay, so these are the list of most useful databases. So we have subscription to all these databases. So I'll brief you about this database, and I will show you how you can extract data from Provis IQ and Provis DX. So this Prowess IQ is a query-based platform that provides financial information of Indian companies. It covers more than 51,000 companies' financial data, and it is internet-based application for querying CMI databases on performance of listed and unlisted companies also. It's also providing chatting tools and reports, and you can also download annual reports of the companies, Indian companies. Next is Prowess DX. This is also a CMI product, and this Prowess IQ and DX both are same, but the query model is little different, but the data and the coverage is same in both these databases. So next is Consumer Pyramid DX. So this is a very important database. So this Consumer DX delivers record level data of a large household survey conducted in India. And there are 4 sets in Consumer Pyramid DX. So the first one is People of India, which provide information on the member of the household. It includes identify indicators of the members, their educational level, occupation, self-reported health status, and financial inclusion also. So it also provide employment and unemployment status, right? The second data set in Consumer Pyramid is Aspirational India. So this particular database provide information on the assets owned by the households, assets they intend to buy in the near future, and the assets that they brought in the recent past. All these 3 information you will find in the Aspirational India. And there are 2 more databases in Consumer Pyramid DX, that is Income Pyramid DX and Consumption Pyramid DX, where you will find income level data and consumption level data. So the next one is Economic Outlook. So Economic Outlook provides forecast on growth, inflation, fiscal balance, balance of payment, corporate earning, and host of sectoral indicators. This database has a huge depository of historical time series data which continuously updated. So this particular database is useful for your microeconomics course. The next is EPWRF. This is also a same kind of database like Economic Outlook. So EPW provides time series data on financial market, banking statistic, domestic productivity, domestic products of states of India, price indices, agricultural statistic, industrial productions. All these data you will find in EPWRA. And all these database you can access through remote log, but the Prowess IQ that you can use only when you are inside the campus. If you want to access it while you are outside of campus, then just write to us at eresources@jeju.edu.in. So we will provide you the credentials, right? And the last one is Business Source Premier company profiles. Here you will find a comprehensive reports on all listed companies. So I'll quickly show you that. So in the same Ebsco page, you have to click on company profiles. And here you have to enter the company name. And just click on this option, market line report. And this is a comprehensive report. You can find SWOT analysis, the top competitor of this company, their major products, their services. It is really helpful for your placement, right? Let me quickly show you how you can install Prowess IQ and how you can extract data from Prowess IQ. So for that, just go to the CMI website. This is prowessiq.cmi.com. Here, for the first time, you have to register using your Jeju email ID. Once you register, you will get the credentials. Then you have to download this setup file. And once you run this setup file, you will find an icon like this. This is the icon on your system, right? Just open this icon and use your CMI credential. Yeah, this is the homepage of Provis IQ. We will quickly see how we can extract data from this database. Let me select a predefined set. What is the predefined set? It is a a group of company based on certain criteria. So we will select here the Nifty 50 index. In that there are 50 companies in Nifty 50 index. So you have to select this and you have to click this option called send to new OSC. Then you have to go to this command history and planner. We'll definitely arrange a whole session on this Provis IQ and Provis DX based on your request. So just click download, and now you can see. Sure.
For this training, we are certainly going to share very soon. So probably in the coming month, you are going to get a update onto that. So please stay updated with the mails and whatever we try to share, because these databases, yes, you really need to equip yourself onto that. So hence a detailed training how to fetch data from all these databases is essentially required, which we are planning, and shortly we'll get back to you accordingly. Thank you.
So just I want to quickly show you. Let's say you want the total income of all these 50 company at one go, right? So just click on annual financial statement, select the variable, let it latest data, select this option, then just click on send to new OSC. And again, you have to go to the command history and planner. And the queries and processing. Yeah. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, you can see the total income of all the companies in this list, right? So also many of you must be interested in stock market. So in this database, you will also find stock related data of a particular company. If you want to see the opening or closing price or market capitalization of all these 50 companies, then you have to go to the stock price option. Then you have to select the variables. These all companies are listed in NSE, so you have to select this NSE box, this closing price, and it will give you only the latest information. You can also extract the historical data. So for that you have to enter the date in this format. So we will cover all these things in that Provis session, right? So similarly, you can also extract data from the Provis DX. Okay, so next. Yes. So now let me tell you what you should read other than your textbook. We have carefully selected some website and blogs that you should follow regularly, right? So this is Gates Note. This is the Bill Gates' own blog. So we all know Bill Gates and his achievements, right? Most of us must be aware Gates' reading habits, right? As you read more, it becomes easier for you to contextualize and remember information. So every year, Bill Gates publishes some reading list on various topics. I want to suggest you visit this blog and read the books, especially which are there in his summer list. The next is HBR 10 must reads. So HBR 10 must read series focus on core topics that every ambitious manager need to know. So the topics are like leadership, strategy, change, managing people, innovations, right? Harvard Business Review has sorted through hundreds of articles and selected only the essential readings on each topic. So all maximum of these HBR 10 must reads are available in the library in the hard copy format. So whenever you will come to the campus, you can issue these books and you can read this. So the next is Financial Times based business books. So these are the books that are listed for the Financial Times and McKinsey Business Book of the Year Award. So this is an annual award given to the best books of the year as determined by the McKinsey and Financial Times analyst, right? So maximum of these books, you can go to this website and you can select whatever you want to read. There is 10-12 categories in this website. I given the link of banking and finance. So you can select this book, you can search in our online catalog and you can request for this book. This is a New York Times bestseller. So the New York Times bestseller list is widely considered the preeminent list of best-selling books in the United States. So this list including both fiction and non-fiction, right? So you can also add this to your reading list. Yeah, so this is a very important site. It's called mostrecommendedbooks.com. So this, this is an excellent website to find out some best books to read. Here you will find the books that are recommended by billionaires, icons, political leaders, world-class performers. You will find the reading list of Warren Buffett, Barack Obama, Elon Musk, and many more leaders. So you should visit this website. Okay, so next we will see some of the important websites that every professional should know about it. And the first one is Damodaran Online. So this is a page of Professor Ashwath Damodaran. Professor Ashwath Damodaran is a very renowned finance faculty. He is very much known for his expertise in evaluation. Damodaran is also basically known as the author of several widely used academic textbooks on valuation, on corporate finance and investment management, right? In this website, there are 4 sections. The first section is teaching section, where you can find all his online classes. In the writing section, you will find all his articles. In the data section, you will find the industry data, and this is tool. Tool is very important section. You will find the spreadsheet model to analyze the value of a company. So you should visit this website. Okay, this is medium.com. I think many of us must know about this website. It's an open platform where undiscovered voice can share their writing on any topic. So you can download this Medium mobile app and you can read while you are traveling. Okay, so next is BC Circle. Actually, this is a paid website. Still, you can find 40–50% of articles are open. These articles are mainly on M&A, investment, right? So this kind of article. Okay, so this is McKinsey Insight. So this is the website where you will find analyst reports, articles, podcasts, interviews, right? And these insights from McKinsey will help you to stay up to date and become an influential leader. So all this content in the website is absolutely free. So please do read this website. And the next is Investopedia. I think many of us also know this website. So Investopedia provides investment dictionaries, advice, reviews, ratings, and comparison of financial products, right? It also offers educational technology into day trading, asset management, foreign exchange market, and financial education courses, right? You must visit this website, right? Okay, so in this slide, you will find some open source data sets like RBI database, the World Bank database, and IMF database, right? We have given actually the link to all these database. So please go to their website and see what kind of data is available. This could be helpful for your global economics or microeconomics course. And you will find also banking statistic here, country-wise. That is also country-wise. And the last one is the business readings on emerging sectors. This is Global Library's own information product. So in this info product, you'll find analyst reports, search articles, latest transaction and startup information, talks by experts, tools for business on a specific industry. right? And that could be helpful for you, to perform better in your placement, case competition, projects, and other academics work. So you need your Outlook credential to access this. Just click on the link, then it will ask you to log in with your JGU email ID, log in and read, and definitely suggest improvements. So that's all I have to say, and over to ma'am for the question answer session.
Thank you so much, Sachin, for this truly insightful presentation of yours. I am sure that each one of the attendees is going to get benefited out of this. And again, as you must have noticed when I was sharing the details over the website, whatever is there, I have also mentioned a tab called User Guides, and wherein we had, resources for students also. We presently have a tab known to be resources for law students. However, the presentation, the curation which has been made by my fellow colleague, it is going to be posted very soon on the same under the same tab for you to explore, because again, it is a kind of very exhaustive resource and a compilation of not only subscribed databases, however the open access databases, which is which will be very, very useful for each one of you as a student of banking and finance. So in case if we have missed out onto something or beyond this, in case if you have any suggestions or anything of that sort, or probably, I mean, just to connect each one of us, in a better way and have a long lasting association during your stay with JGU, we really look forward for your feedbacks and suggestions over this feedback form. I request Ms. Ayushi to please share it all across among the student alongside the recordings, which will be again available on the chat only after some time. So probably, yes, we try to give you our best. However, we are still open for certain suggestions and recommendations in case if any. So please do write to us through different, points which we have, shared with you, that if for e-resources, you please directly mark your query to eresources@jgu.edu.in, or in case you wish to recommend something or to be added something to the collection, probably in digital format or in print format whatsoever. So do not hesitate. You can straight away mark a request on libraryacquisitions@jgu.edu.in, or else in case if you have anything in common which you don't know where to go about, so simply just write down to glus@jgu.edu.in. We are right there. So we are committed to, resolve your query within the next 24 hours. However, we don't take that much of time. We try to resolve it on priority, and we do it as early as possible. We take it on priority and take a call onto that right away, or else we keep you posted onto that. So this is what we try to, support you in your learning needs. However, I am still looking for certain questions in case if you have any one of you. You can unmute yourself and probably ask your questions.
Oh, sorry, I was not really clear on how to log into the Prowess IQ thing. I tried to do it, but it didn't work.
Okay. So Pratik, can you please help us into that? Progress IQ?
Yes. So, Sarabjit, you can access Prowess DX while you are outside of campus. For Prowess IQ, you have to write mail to the resources team. They will provide you the credentials. With that credential, you can access Prowess IQ when you are outside of campus, right?
Oh, okay, okay. So I need to write an email, right?
So can you tell us again like how to access the Wall Street Journal?
Yeah, for Wall Street Journal, we have single user license. For that also, you have to write to the e-resources team. It will be better if you share the article title so that yeah, ma'am is showing something.
Here we have a list of subscribed newspapers and magazines and all other details related to the resources. Again, the info link will be a great support. As in, you are talking about Wall Street Journal. If you click onto the info link, you will be getting all the information. So One is this, yes, we are right there. You are free to ask the question. But however, in case beyond that, if you feel like, so there are certain, info links as I've already mentioned. So these links are going to be really helpful for you when you really want to understand how you can have an access to all these resources. So this is what, getting onto the quick links and right over there, right under e-newspapers, and then going on to each one of it and probably referring to the info link, and then you are right there with whichever resource you are trying to have an exploration also. Like economics in case if you wish to explore, taking on to the info link and get onto it. So again, as it says that restricted access in library. So in case if you are in campus, you can connect with any one of us and we are right there to help you. Or else, simply just mark your query to e-resources and then one of us is going to support you with the required material, whichever you are looking for. Okay? So this is the best way to, get your query resolved, right? Anyone else beyond this? Currently, as e-resources, for e-resources, do you have anything to add on?
No, I think almost everything is been covered. So nothing to add more on it.
Thank you. All right, since I see no questions coming up, so herein I take I wish you all good luck throughout your stay and journey with JGU, and we really look forward to see you all back on campus very soon. So herein I just close down this session, and once again, a very good luck, goodbye, take care.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for conducting this session. I think all of us sort of have like a clear idea on how to utilize these resources now. So thank you once again.
You're most welcome, dear. All right, bye-bye.
Thank you, Ritu ma'am. Thank you, Satyapita sir, and thank you, Jaran sir. It was a very informative and very helpful session. And those who were not able to attend this session because of some, some meetings or classes, they will definitely listen to the recordings. And if there would be any queries at a broader level, then I'll be in touch. And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. The pleasure is all ours. We'll certainly keep in touch, and then probably, one is this, and other than that, keep yourself posted with the events page of the library also, because we keep conducting orientation sessions. Not yet school specific, but certainly, we do have, common general on say these student orientation sessions happening. So all these sessions are again, going to be very helpful in case those who have missed, probably they can refer to it, and then probably we can connect over there also.
Sure.
All right. Good luck and goodbye. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.